All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and just game one of this three-game set with Heritage Academy. Just about a couple of minutes from getting underway. Jake Long, Wynn Scott here with you tonight. JV Baseball defeated Heritage Academy earlier this afternoon, 5-1, and looks like we're going to start right at 6 o'clock, so right on schedule. It is a beautiful night here in Columbus. Looks like it'll be about 70 degrees, just a little under 70 here at first pitch. Offensively, not a lot changing for the Chiefs. Miller, Prosek, Barnes, Sowell, Pratt, Burford, Weldon, Coley, Price. So that's how the Chiefs will line it up offensively. We'll give you the defense when they go out in the bottom of the first.
Trey Miller looks to start it off here for the Chiefs today. Trey's been a pretty good leadoff batter for us all season. His bat's really starting to kind of come around, and he's got that speed going for him too.
333 on the year, 66 plate appearances. And he takes a strike low, and we are underway. Here comes the 0-1. And he's in there for strike two. Cooper Long, the starting pitcher this evening for the Patriots. We'll give you their lineup and defense in just a moment. And three straight pitches, three straight strikes. Miller down on strikes to start this one off. So the Heritage lineup defensively. Aiden Westmoreland in left. Caleb Williams, not Williams. Looked at the wrong number. Anyways, here's Cole Prosek. Now go back to that after this pitch. Cole takes ball one.
Yeah, that's the first one he missed. The rest of the three he threw to to Trey were right down the middle.
Here comes the 1-0. Outside ball two. That's Isaiah Clark in center. Beg your pardon for messing that up there. Gavin Elliott in right. McCreary, Weeks, Gaskin, and Cunningham from third to first on the infield. Charlie Fowler will be handling the catching duties tonight for Heritage. And as we mentioned, on the mound, Cooper Long. Here comes the 2-0, and it's in the dirt, 3-0.
Jake, that sun really messed with those outfitters in the JV game. It still could be an issue here in this game.
Yeah, the right side's going to struggle for probably about another 25 minutes or so.
I mean, it's so bright out there you can't even really see the scoreboard as far as the numbers on it.
So here comes the 3-0 from Long to Prosek. Prosek taking all the way, strike one.
Cole had a pretty good day other than day at Millington.
Yeah, 5 RBIs in the first inning, a triple and a grand slam. And he's hit this one sky high to center. Retreating is Clark. He's under it, and there's the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down for Heritage here in the in the top of the first. Ethan Barnes, the leading hitter on this team for much of the year. He's just recently been passed by Prosek, who Wynn mentioned starting to get really hot. Ethan on the year, 373. He is leading this team with 16 RBIs. So the Liberty signee with no one on takes a strike.
Yeah, Cooper Long's hitting the spots early. Kind of challenging our guys just a little bit.
Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball low, 1-1.
As I say that, he spikes one.
Yeah, not overly powering with velocity from what we can see early, but seems to do two things well. Pitch down and hit his spots. Doesn't matter the velocity. You won't get hurt if you can do those two things. Barnes asked for time, and it's given to him. We're even at a ball and a strike. And that one's down. So Barnes will be ahead 2 balls and a strike.
Preston Sowell on deck if Barnes is able to get on here. 2-1.
Up and in, and it'll go 3-1. Barnes on the year struck out 9 times. 3 of those coming last week in the doubleheader against Mumford and Father McGivney. This one's hit well to left center field. It's going to hang up, though, and Clark will range to his left, to his right, beg your pardon, and make a diving play. So no runs, no hits, no errors for Magnolia Heights, and none were left. So we'll head to the bottom of the first, no score. All right, bottom of the first we go. Isaiah Clark will lead it off for the Patriots.
Isaiah played basketball too, didn't he?
Believe so. Takes a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0. Chiefs defensively in the outfield, nothing changed. The last 18, 19 games, Coley, Burford, Price from left to right. Inside with that breaking ball, 2-0. Prosick will be at third tonight. Trey Miller short. Carter Drumheller at second. And Preston Sowell at first base. Barnes, as we mentioned, handling the catching duties, and he is able to get us a low strike there. 2-1. Quincy Pratt taking the ball in game number 1 of this 3-game set. 2-1 in the dirt. Quincy struggling to get the breaking ball over here early on the season. Pratt is 2-0 with a save. This is the 7th game he has appeared in, his 4th start. Get you some more numbers after this pitch. Swinging and a miss, strike 2. Pratt on the year's thrown 16 2/3. Got an ERA of 2.14. He struck out 16, walked 9, so right at a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. And we've got.
Yeah, he said the batter call time.
Yeah, all right, we've got time called there.
Pretty pitch, though. It was right down the middle.
Quincy's given up 7 runs, 6 of them earned. This one's slicing, hooking fair down the line. All right, it is a fair ball, and it's going to be a leadoff double for Clark. Thought it might go foul on us, but instead it's a leadoff double for Isaiah Clark. So McCrary now, Nash McCrary, the third baseman, will come to the plate with a runner at second and nobody out.
Quincy awaits the sign from Barnes. Come set.
Pitch misses low, 1-0. Opponents are hitting .276 off of Pratt so far this year. He'll turn and check the runner. He's got a whip of a 1.271. Now they will try to pick Clark off.
It's close.
That throw was a little bit behind Trey. If it had been right on the bag, I
think you got him.
think they would have got him. This one popped up on the infield. Miller is under it. And there is the first out of the inning. So Charlie Fowler will come up with one aboard. Fowler, the catcher.
Yeah, Charlie Fowler's been playing catcher for them since he was in the 8th grade. We've been coming over here for so long, I can remember him. He started as an 8th grader.
Yep, Charlie was on the summer team that I helped last summer. Got a chance to talk to him a little bit before the game. Swings at a breaking ball there, 0-1. So Pratt sets. A couple of looks back at Clark. Pitch misses low, so we'll be even at a ball and a strike.
Yeah, Quincy's not hitting his spots like he usually is today. Everything's a little down.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Saturday with Connor. You know, Connor wasn't as effective as he normally is.
Yeah.
But I told somebody he impressed me more than he has all year because he just kept making pitches and battling. Showed a lot of mental toughness there. And this was hit sharply back up the middle. It'll probably score Clark easily. Burford's throw will come through the cut. And the Patriots will jump out on top 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. So Charlie Fowler with an RBI single to push Heritage across. Push Heritage's first run across. So this will bring up Aiden Westmoreland, the left fielder. He will swing it from the right side. And that one's down and away for a ball. Swings to that one there, and we're even up.
Ooh.
Say that's out.
Yep.
Count will go to 2 balls and a strike. Fowler will still run at first, even though he is the catcher. Swing and a miss. Fowler's going.
The ball gets away. Yeah. Good job there by the Burford out there backing him up and getting it back in quick and keeping Fowler at second.
So the pitch was a strike. Westmoreland swung, and we're even at 2-2, but another runner is in scoring position for the Patriots. Breaking ball, strike 3 call. A little delay call there, but it's the second out of the inning. Quincy Pratt picks up his first strikeout here of this baseball game. And Caden Avery will come to the plate with 2 out and 1 aboard. Swings through a breaking ball there.
Lots of breaking balls by Quincy today.
Yeah, it looks like the approach might be to pitch a little backwards early, go with the fastball late. Definitely maybe the second time through the lineup. Here's the 0-1. He doubles it up, swings right through it. Swing like that tells me it might be coming a third time. Here comes the 0-2. It does. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will do it for the Patriots in the bottom of the first. But they do play to run on a couple of hits. There was 1 Patriot left on base. No Chief errors. Will go to the top of the second. Heritage 1, Magnolia Heights, nothing. Preston Sowell, the cleanup hitter, will come to the plate first here in the top of the second. Sowell, Pratt, Burford. If anyone should reach, Leland Weldon will swing it for the first time this evening.
Nope.
Now the PA guys got me confused. I thought I wrote the lineup down wrong. It is Sowell.
It is.
He said it was Quincy. All right, now he corrects himself. On the year, Preston's hitting .318. He does lead this team in home runs with 2. He's tied with Prosick in that category. Third on the team in RBIs at 11. We'll take that one low. We're even at 1-1.
In previous years here, Jake, the ball flies out to left field.
Yeah, I remember last year we kind of had a home run party.
Yeah.
On that Friday afternoon when we had to come down here.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Preston thought it was a little away.
I did too.
Most everyone.
I think everybody did but the umpire.
Yeah, most everyone did, so we're at 1-2. Able to lay off the high fastball there, and we'll even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, it came down here in that first game. 15-0.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Ended up winning the second game by almost a run rule, if I remember correctly. Fouls this breaking ball back, and we'll remain at 2-2.
Yeah, they had the Alabama commit on the mound against us at our place last year, and we won that game and then came down here, and I think it was 2 quick games.
Here comes the 2-2. This one's hit sharply back up the middle. Preston Sowell has the Chiefs' first hit.
That ball was hit hard.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it got rained out on Wednesday. We had prom on Thursday and had to come down here on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Little brief discussion about the start time.
And then it actually took longer to drive here than it did to play the 2 games.
So
I remember another time we were here one time and Cooper Pratt hit a home run. It was his first of the season, what they called a balk on the guy. And I didn't know this until Melendez was telling me that in college you can choose what you want.
Yes,
the balk or the home run.
It's a continuation. In high school, it's a dead ball from the moment it occurs. But in college and pro, it's a continuation. Quincy Pratt, 306 on the year, 14 RBIs. He has 6 extra base hits to his credit, 5 of them being doubles. Chiefs would take a double here. Here's the 0-1. Fouls it off over the right side, and it'll go to no balls and 2 strikes. Long on top of Pratt.
Sun's finally settling down behind the trees over there. It's really not going to be an issue for the right fielder anymore.
He still does have his shades on, though.
Well, that's just because he's cool.
He fouls this one off once again. 0-2 will remain the count.
Quincy digs back in, ready for the pitch. Looks like Long's got his pitch.
Couple of peaks of Sowell. Long pause. Capper off the end of the bat. They'll go to second for the first out, but they will not try the back end of the double play. And Sowell retired 6-4 on that putout. Weeks to Gaskin. Griff Hill will come on to courtesy run for Pratt at first, and that will bring up Braden Burford. Burford, this will be his 60th plate appearance of the year. He's hitting .250. That average is up about 30 points here in the last 10 or 15 days.
Yeah, he's averaging 1 or 2 hits a game pretty much the last couple games. Yeah, if I'm not there, I'm always watching, so that ball messed up.
1-0. They will pick off over to first.
I heard that too.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and miss. Strike 1.
Long comes set. Burford, the 1-1 pitch on the way.
Runner going, hit and run was on. So 1-2 the count now. As Chiefs try to create a little bit here in the top of the second. Fouled straight back.
That net has a lot of give in it.
As long as it doesn't give about 12 feet, we'll be okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about those people sitting like 2 feet behind it.
Well, that's true.
That gentleman that's leaned up right there might get hit in the forehead.
One-two, runners going, breaking balls up. Throw down's a good shot there, and Hill is retired. 2-6, called stealing. And the count will even up at 2-2 as the pitch was high. So not a terrible pitch to run on, but it was up in the zone, and Fowler was able to deliver one on the money. at second base. So here comes the 2-2. Breaking ball misses low. So we're full with 2 away. Flyover's a little late tonight.
Yeah.
Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Burford chases a breaking ball there. So the Chiefs still trail by 1 as we go to the home half of the second. So this is Emerson Weeks getting set to lead it off for Heritage here in the second. He looks at a fastball outside and is ahead in the count 1-0. Pops this one up foul and we'll be even at 1-1. Pratt looks in. 1-1. Fastball in on the hands. Miller will field it. Throw over is in time. 6-3 for the first out of the inning.
It was a good strong throw there.
Yeah, you don't have to doubt Trey's arm strength. And this will bring up the pitcher.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. He's batting in the 7-hole, right?
That is correct. Cooper Long, the pitcher, batting in the 7 spot tonight. Foul ball, 0-1. That one misses in. We'll go to a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for strike 2.
That ball just fell right in there. Let's see what Coop comes with here. Quincy. Swing and a miss.
Strike 3. So there's the second out of this second inning. And that will bring up Presley Gaskin.
Gaskin, the second baseman for the Patriots.
First pitch swinging. It's a liner into center field. And Heritage will have a 2-out base runner. And this will bring up Gavin Elliott, the right fielder. 9-hole hitter in this lineup this evening. misses up. 1-0. This one's hit well to left. It will get down. Gaskin will try to go. No, he will not. He'll hold up.
Yep.
Thought he might try to go first to third. He does not, but the lineup will turn over after back-to-back singles here in the second. And here's Isaiah Clark, who doubled his first time up. So Pratt finding himself in a little bit of trouble here in the second once again after getting 2 quick outs this time. Heritage has gone single-single to create some interesting situations here in the second. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Comes the 0-1. Doubles the breaking ball up. Clark swings right through it. 0-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls there. Try one more time.
Comes the 0-2. Tries to get fastball by him. Clark fouls it straight back. Pratt, a couple of looks back. Clark asks for time and is granted. Breaking ball, swinging and miss, strike 3, and Pratt is able to work out of the jam here in the second. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. 2 were left. We'll head to the top of the third. 1-0 Heritage on top of Magnolia Heights. Weldon, Coley, Price, 7, 8, 9. Due up for the Chiefs here in their half of the third. Breaking ball, strike 1 called. Cooper Long showing a feel for the breaking ball here early in this one.
Cooper Long at 31 pitches, 20 of them have been for strikes so far. The ball misses low.
Here's the 1-1. Weldon chases a breaking ball out of the zone. And Long back ahead of another Chief hitter. Here to lead off the third. Goes to the breaking ball once again, misses outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is the third strikeout that Cooper Long has recorded. Shaw Coley, the left fielder, will come to the plate. Coley on the year, 225. A triple to his credit and 6 RBIs. Senior left fielder, starting his 17th game of the year, puts a drag down not far enough away from Long. The throw is pulled the first baseman a little bit up the line, but he's able to beat Coley by about a step. So 1-3, the put out on that drag attempt. Jack Price, the 9-hole hitter, coming in the box now. Price at 205. Hit a lot of balls hard last weekend in Millington. See if he can continue that here this evening. Breaking ball strike. Both pitchers going heavy breaking ball early. We'll see when the lineup turns over if Long sticks with that approach the second time through. Here's the 0-1. Fastball called a strike. Price thought it was a little out, but it's been pretty consistent thus far. Long sets. Here comes the 0-2. That one's in the dirt. Here's the 1-2. Goes back to the breaking ball. It's hit well to left center field. Clark, though, takes about 8 steps and is able to track it down, and the Patriots are able to retire the Chiefs in order. Once again, we'll go to the bottom of the third. No change in the score. So Quincy Pratt will face 2, 3, 4 of the Patriot order. And this one's hit well to center. Burford on his horse. Tracks it down in front of the wall. 1 up, 1 down. Charlie Fowler, RBI single his last time up. Will come up with no one on and 1 out.
Quincy already shaking pitches off before Barnes even got set up. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
This one's hit well to right field. It'll get down. Fowler, 2 for 2 tonight. As he's able to jet that one to the opposite side. Now to bring up Westmoreland. Westmoreland, a strikeout victim the first time up.
Big old move. Fowler back in safely. Big old move again. Quick move. Another pickoff move. Fowler back in. Fowler, I guess, running for himself today. Breaking ball misses low there. So 1-0. Quincy gets the sign from Barnes. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Evans got it 1 ball, 1 strike. Big old move again. Back in. Good. Next pitch on the way from Quincy Balls, foul back. So you foul back off of Barnes' mask. 1-2. Quincy taking a look over at Fowler, pickoff move again. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fowler again, back over. I think Quincy's just doing it on purpose now.
Fowler does run better than your average catcher.
Yeah. Ooh.
Played defensive back or receiver maybe for him on the football team.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Here's the 2-2. Runner
Fowler
is going.
takes
Fouled straight back. And will remain 2-2.
Had a little bit of hit and run on there, and as soon as the ball was popped up, their coaches were screaming, "Get back, get back, get back," thinking there may be a chance to catch it, but that ball was in the woods back there. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, so 2 down now.
So Caden Avery with 2 outs here in the third. We'll look for Fowler to try to move early. Pratt aware of it. Let's pick off over. Yeah, Fowler must be handling all the running for himself because even with 2 outs, he is remaining at first base. Breaking ball. That's starting to land now.
Yeah.
Very good. 0-1.
Holding him close over at first. Quincy gets that 0-1 pitch.
Pitch out.
Yep.
There. So the count will be 1-1.
Quincy throws over again.
Runner is going. Throw is in time as long as Carter held on to it, and he did. And that'll be a call stealing 2-4 to end the bottom of the third. So it'll be 1-0 heading to the fourth inning. It will be the top of the Chiefs order coming up when we come back. Heritage 1, Magnolia Heights 0. Trey Miller will lead us off for the second time this evening. We're in the fourth inning of play.
So second time around for our guys today. Let's see if we can muster up more than one hit here in the top of the fourth inning. Trey struck out on 3 straight pitches his last at bat.
He swings through a fastball there, quickly down 0-1. This hit sharply to the right side, but the second baseman. And there was a little conversation about if the second baseman caught it or not, but the field umpire said he did. So there was a line drive off the bat of Miller. But it's the first out of the inning. Cole Prozic 0 for 1 as well. Popped it up to deep center his last time up. And he hits this one well to right center field. Clark is at the wall, and it's gone. Home run, Cole Prozic, and we're tied 1-1. That was a moonshot. I wasn't sure it was going to get out of here, but it did end up over the fence. Clark is acting like that ball hit his glove.
That's what he said. That's what that guy said.
And
hit
bounced
his glove and
out.
Bounced out and went over.
So our view, not the best, but nonetheless, it's a home run for Cole Prozic. That would be a guaranteed bank home run.
Cole was close last time.
Yep.
Got a little more contact on it this time.
His third of the year. He is now the team leader with those 3. And here's Ethan Barnes. A long ball to his credit this year.
Amazing how a home run ball will mess with your head just a little bit as a pitcher out there. So their coach is already going out and talking to him. So that first pitch he threw to Barnes right there was just kind of spiked in the ground. I don't know if he was trying to overthrow or just thinking too much. So the mound visit's over. Barnes comes back to the plate now for the Chiefs to face Cooper Long. Umpire gets his mask back on. Now we're ready to play. 1-0 count here to Barnes. Ball fouled hard off to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This one's hit weakly to third.
Ooh.
Throw is low and not fielded cleanly by the first baseman. It'll be an E5, and Barnes will be aboard. McCrary could not make a strong enough throw, and I believe that is Colton Robbins that will come on to courtesy run for Barnes.
Yeah. When he let that ball go, it spiked about the backside of the mound and just pretty much rolled in the grass on the way over, and he just couldn't dig it out over there at first. So runner at first, 1 out.
So Sowell 1 for 1 tonight. This one's hit to the 6 hole. Diving play by the shortstop. The throw will be to first in time. Nice play there by Weeks. 6-3 for the second out of the inning. Weeks went full body. Stretch there.
He was pumped, too. He jumped up and
was
did a Hulk smash.
Was a nice play. So Quincy Pratt will hit with a runner in scoring position here in the 4th. And this one's hit weakly to short, so now Weeks will come on and show it off, charging the baseball. So 2 nice plays by Weeks there. The Chiefs are able to tie it up thanks to the solo blast from Prosick. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, 1-1, your new score. Yeah. Bottom of the 4th. We go. Quincy Pratt. First pitch in there for a strike, even though Barnes didn't handle it cleanly. This is Avery. Caden Avery was at the plate when the runner was caught stealing. Fastball into a breaking ball, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Barnes is able to apply the tag. So Avery has struck out twice singing. So here's the shortstop, Emerson Weeks. 2 nice plays to his credit in the 4th. On defense, he was retired 6-3 his first time in the box. And he bounces this one to second. Drumheller over to the glove side. Throw is in time, 4-3, 2 up, 2 down. See if Pratt can have the clean inning he needs here. Last time he got 2 up, 2 down. They end up being a little bit of a jam to pitch out of. This one's hit sharply to the right side. Drumheller lays out, but it's past him. So once again, Heritage is able to get a 2-out hit. That one was from Long, the pitcher. So here's Gaskin. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, their bottom half of the order, single. And then Long didn't, I think he struck out his last or something. But, breaking ball.
Swung right through it there, 0-1. Called strike, 0-2.
Heritage got a pretty good crowd here today. We always travel well. A little perch that we usually sit on has been transformed.
Everyone in the stadium thought that was strike 3 except for the one man that matters.
Right.
Even the hitter acted like he thought it was strike 3.
Yeah, he was ready to go back to the dugout.
Here comes the 1-2.
Same
That is
pitch,
strike
yeah.
3. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball on the inner half, and Quincy Pratt is able to get a much-needed 0. And Chiefs have a little momentum here as we move to the 5th. 1-1, your new score. Braden Burford going to lead us off here in the 5th. Burford struck out in that first plate appearance.
Yep, Braden, one of 9 seniors on this team. Jake and I did the math earlier.
Fastball lined sharply to the second baseman, Gaskin. Burford hit it well.
Just right at him. He's not missing many bats right now, though.
No. Weldon also struck out his first time up. Fastball yanked out of the zone. 1-0.
Oh, looks like he may be getting a little weary out there.
Breaking ball, first strike.
Say that, he throws a strike over. Long get set pitch on the way to Weldon. Breaking ball misses. They love you and they hate you. The umpire.
2-1 pitch here. Hit sharply to third. McCrary throws over in time. 5-3. So Shaw Coley, who was retired 1-3 on a drag attempt his first time up. Will take a breaking ball up.
One-0 count here to Shaw. Nobody on for the Chiefs. 2 outs. Ball
Up and in.
Yep.
2-0.
Two-0 pitch. On the way up again. 3-0.
Taking all the way, strike one.
You got to miss really bad to get a 3-0 call to be ball 4.
Coley takes another one. Yep. Good fastball there. Bouncer back to Long. He'll run it over and underhand it to the first baseman, Cunningham, for the third out of the inning. So the Chiefs go quietly in the fifth, 1-1. The score as we move to the bottom half. Elliott, Clark, McCrary, 9-1-2 due up for Heritage here in the fifth. Pitch misses up. Heritage has already put together 6 hits off of Pratt. The highest hit total he has given up this year. Breaking ball.
He is staying with that breaking ball today. I don't know if that was the scouting report on it or what, but
that one misses outside 2-1. I take that back. Quincy's second highest hit total. South Walton ended up touching him up for 7 in that outing, but he was able to keep the Seahawks down in big moments.
9-hole hitter right here. Quincy shook off 2 pitches, so let's see what he comes with here.
3-1, fastball, strike 2. Swing and a miss.
Smart job there by Quincy, shaking those two off and then going with what he feels like he can command. He's done it again. He shook off two right there. Finally agrees with one with Barnes. Breaking ball, misses up. So they walk the 9-hole hitter, we do, and looks like Isaiah will be coming to the plate for the Patriots with a runner on first.
1 for 2 tonight is Clark. Would assume the bunt would be on here to try to get him in scoring position.
Yeah, he squares, I think. That's
Pops it up.
A weird looking kind of bunt right there.
Pick off. Closer than the Patriots might like it. He's in there safely.
He's Superman dove back in.
Another pickoff throw over.
Quincy's going to do that now. He's going to keep you close to first. Going to try to catch you leaning over there.
The right hand raised, but it was not to call a strike, so it's 1-1.
That's the thing. We're going to be quick here. If Clark is able to get one down, he's super speedy.
He showed early.
Yeah.
Pratt ended up stepping off. See if the bunt stays on. Sometimes, yep, he'll show early again. Here comes the 1-1. Another pickoff over.
Shows early again. Pratt comes set. Pitch on his way. He pulls it back.
Yep, slash was on. And they get it past Prosick at third, so it's 2 on, nobody out. There's Clark's second hit of the evening. He is now 2 for 3. McCreary 0 for 2 with a pop up to short and a pop up to center. Will come to the plate now in what is most definitely a sacrifice situation. He will square. He fouls it straight back on the failed bunt attempt.
Be going right back at it right here. Trying to move those runners over.
He asked for time. Quincy goes ahead and delivers the pitch. Count will remain no balls and a strike.
Fouls that one back.
0-2. Thought Quincy kind of rolled through it there. Umpire didn't call it. Thought we might get a balk call, but thankfully did not.
So Cole, Quincy, Carter, Barnes went to the mound to talk for a second. I think just to give the umpire or Barnes a little bit of time. There's
Wonder if the bunt will stay on here.
got to be really good at it.
Comes the 0-2. It will not. Bouncer to short. Miller to Drumheller.
Oh,
Not in time on the back end. So 6-4. The fielder's choice. Now to bring up Charlie Fowler, who is 2 for 2.
yep.
So Barnes will relay the first and third defense. See how the Patriots choose to play this with their hottest hitter at the plate. Runner is not going. Strike called. There's a fake still on, maybe just to see what the Chiefs were doing defensively. What they were doing was Trey Miller covering the bag, and that will bring Chris McMahon out of the dugout to have a conversation and maybe reset the defense. Fowler, as we mentioned, an above average runner, will not be easy to double up. So could be changing the defense to more of a either direct throw back to Pratt or a throw down to Prosick at third and taking your chances. You could pitch around Fowler with first base open if you needed to.
All right, so Coach McMahon jogs back to the dugout. The boys break it up. 0-1 pitch from Quincy on the way. The ball's going to be hit.
Bouncer Miller will try to go to first. Not in time. Charlie Fowler now 3 for 3 this evening and 2 RBIs.
They will run for Fowler this time.
Well, it makes sense. Runner, no, they're going to have an offensive conference.
Oh, okay.
But I was going to say it makes sense to run for him with a runner in front of him. He's not as apt to steal a base. And Chris McMahon will take the opportunity to have a free visit because the conference was engaged by Heritage. He asked the umpire very definitively and clear, I can go talk.
So runners at first and second, 1 out.
So trying to limit the damage here in the fourth. Pratt misses. Or excuse me, in the fifth, rather.
I think that umpire came out to ask about that visit. One out. Quincy taking a little bit here. Ball misses up. 2-0.
Bouncer foul. Count will go to 2-1.
Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Quincy Pratt comes set, checks the runner at second, steps off. Breaking ball stays up. 3-1.
Popped up on the infield. Should be an infield fly.
Both of them call it.
Yep. Drumheller says he has it.
One of the best things that could have happened other than the double play ball. So 2 down now. So 2 down now. Quincy trying to get out of this little jam here. Heritage already scored 1 run this inning, 2-1. Big cut there.
Swing and a miss. Yep.
I would say Quincy was about 65, 70% breaking balls tonight, don't you?
Yeah, it's been something that, again, you don't know who all we have talked to about a possible scouting report, but it's something that we felt we needed to do to have the most success.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the 0-2. Runners are going. Little run and hit action there as Avery just is able to spoil it. One of those times that runner was trying to cheat, maybe picked up on the side, knowing we were coming, breaking ball. Who knows? Inside move, no one there for the Chiefs. Tapper foul.
Yeah, just barely got a piece of it there. 0-2 still the count here. Runners at first and second for the Heritage Academy Patriots. Quincy pitch on his way, swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Yep.
And just like Wayne Academy last year, let's make sure the out call's officially made.
Right,
and
Quincy picked up the ball.
So that will do it for the bottom of the 5th. But the Patriots do plate another run and retake a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll go to the top of the 6th. Price, Miller, Prosek. 9-1-2 duo for the Chiefs in the 6th. Jack Price, 0 for 1 tonight. Leading off here in the 6th. Price hit it well to left center field his first time up.
He did.
Starting to find a lot more barrel. Shaker and I talked about last week at Millington and in the game on Saturday against IMG. He found a few more barrels, so Price starting to figure it out for the Chiefs. He fouls that one straight back, 0-1. Swings at a breaking ball there, 0-2. As Cooper Long having his way with the Chiefs so far, other than Cole Prosek's solo blast. It's been a pretty quiet night offensively. And this one's fouled straight back. Fowler's able to hang on. 1 up, 1 down. Trey Miller 0 for 2. Come to the plate now. Miller did line out his last time up. Trey takes something soft, called a strike. Looks like the approach they used in the first at bat. After he lined that fastball in the second at bat, they're going to go back to pitching it backwards. Here's the 0-1.
Oh, that hit
Down
him.
and in, hits him on the foot, and the Chiefs will take it. It's a one-out base runner for Prosick. Best part about that is with
Got to pitch to him now.
yeah, I mean, I don't think they would have put him on regardless, but now you've got to stress a little bit harder if you're long because there's a plus runner
Right.
at first. Prosick's average has started to climb in recent weeks. He fouls this one off. He is all the way up to 422. That's about a 50-point increase, if I'm not mistaken, since prior to spring break.
The catcher went out. Charlie Fowler just went out and told Long something like, Long said, oh. Like, remember this guy, what he did to you last time? Oh, yeah. So 0-1 pitch on the way here. Ball misses up. 1-1.
Yeah, so when we were in Texas, Cole's average was at 250. So in about 3 weeks, it has skyrocketed. Chiefs need him to deliver here. Here's the 1-1. This one's hit back up the middle, but directly to the second baseman. And it's a 4-6-3 double play. That is Gaskin to Weeks to Cunningham. And that'll do it for the Chiefs in the 6th. 2-1 will remain the score as we head to the home half. Patriots on top. Hayden Smith will come on in relief of Quincy Pratt here in the bottom of the 6th. Pratt will move to 3rd. So that will make your defense on the infield Pratt, Miller, Prosick, and Sowell. Hayden Smith on the year. This is his 7th appearance. He's earned 2 wins out of relief. He's thrown exactly 10 innings. Got a 2.1 ERA. 1-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. And the first hitter he will face is Weeks. Strike 1. Inside 1-1. Weeks tonight 0 for 2. No other defensive changes for the Chiefs here in the 6th. That fastball misses in. 2-1. Working out of the windup. Here comes the 2-1 from Hayden Smith. Misses up, and it's 3-1. So one pitch away from a leadoff walk. Fouled straight back, more full.
So we'll have Edge and Pro Sec on Thursday, right? That's the order.
Yes. 4 p.m. start with that doubleheader. This one's hit weakly into left center field. It'll fall. And the breaks continue to go the way of Heritage. That's their 8th hit of the night. And other than Clark's double, everything has been a single. And quite frankly, that's why this is still a ball game.
Right.
Because there hasn't been a lot of extra base hits. That was Weeks' first. Here's the pitcher Long with a chance to help himself. He singled his last time up, 1 for 2 on the evening. He squares to bunt, pops it up, foul, 0-1. So Smith sets. See if Long squares to bunt. He does not.
But he
He's
does
unable,
go around.
unable to check his swing. 0-2. He asked the umpire, would it have been a strike? The answer was yes. So Smith heading this count, no balls and 2 strikes. See if Weeks tries to move here. Doesn't. It's in the dirt. Great job by Barnes.
Barnes has been kind of beat up tonight a little bit.
So 1-2 here. Pops it up, foul. Will remain 1-2.
Yep. Lane Carpenter in the bullpen getting loose too, lefty.
See if the third time's the charm here for the 1-2 pitch. It
Good
is.
pitch.
Strike 3. Swing and a miss.
So 2 down now.
Gaskin 1 for 2. The second baseman. In the box now, the number 8 hitter in this Patriot order, Smith. He goes with a bunt. Right back to Smith. Smith will throw over in time. 1-3 on the putout. So
2 down now.
Hayden Smith 1 pitch away from getting out of this one. Elliott, a single and a walk so far this evening. And Barnes will go have a conversation about what the sign sequence will be with a runner at second.
Jake, we've set Cow Patty Bingo date, hadn't we?
April 12th.
My mother-in-law is really excited. You know, she won it last year, so she bought a whole book of tickets this year.
The defending champion. I don't know if there's a bigger game of chance in the world than
Cow Patty Bingo.
Pitch misses up 1-0.
They're actually going to come down fourth this year and watch it take place. It'll be a big day on the hill anyway.
So we're going to have a pinch runner while we make that change. Yeah, so we'll play Briarcrest that day. Cow Patty Bingo. We'll honor the 2024 state champions in baseball. Hoping to have a really nice day on Saturday, April 12th. I didn't get a number on the runner. I saw a 2. I think it might be 26.
Good pitch there.
Called a strike.
Yeah, I can't really, let's see. Yeah. My eyes aren't what they used to
If it
be.
is 26, it's Christian Crank.
So 1-1 from Smith on the way. Breaking ball stays up. 2-1.
Weeks will come back. There's no question he'll re-enter this baseball game and handle the shortstop position in the 7th. Pop straight up out of play, and we're at 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Hayden Smith trying to get the Chiefs to 0.
Yeah, Jake, you were just down over here yesterday. When you playing with your golf team?
Yep. Picked up a win yesterday. Really soggy day here.
Yeah.
The course here is very unique. Of course, East Mississippi owns it. It used to be Columbus Country Club. Fouled straight back. But it's basically 2 different courses. The front side is very hilly, and the back, you go across the road, and it's like entering a different
course altogether.
Completely flat on the back. Maddox McMahon was tied for medalist and won the playoff on the scorecard, but it was the 2nd lowest round team had shot all year.
Yeah, that's all we had.
And they're not going to let Barnes check that with the field umpire behind the mound. So we're full. 1 pitch away from getting out of it, or 1 pitch away from having to deal with Isaiah Clark. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will do it for Heritage in the 6th as Hayden Smith is able to pick up a big strikeout. But we're going to head to the 7th. The Chiefs need to plate 1 to stay alive, 2 to take a lead, and Cooper Long will come back out to try to close this one out for Heritage. Ethan Barnes leading it off for the Chiefs here in the 7th. Last chance for Magnolia Heights.
Yep.
Barnes this evening, 0 for 2. Did reach on an error his last time up.
One of the best hitters on the team all year, though. A little bit of buzz around.
373 coming into this one. That'll dip a little with his 0 for 2 performance tonight, but it cannot matter if he can reach here in the 7th. Fastball outside, ball 1. Sowell and Pratt are the next 2 due up. No pinch hitters expected in this part of the Chiefs' order. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball, and it hits him. So there's a free base runner here in the 7th. And Barnes will trot down to first.
Yep.
And
I think Griff will run for him. Or, no.
He's going to wait till he gets to second, is what he just pointed. And now he gets a chance to talk about it because Xander Romano will come talk to the pitcher Long. We can see the bullpen for Heritage. No one was down there before the inning. There is someone down there now. It looks like a sub.
That's that guy that pitched in the JV game, isn't it?
I wouldn't think so, but I would suppose anything is possible. A true sidearm three-quarter guy are starting to get loose.
I know the kid that threw in the JV game, his last name was Wagoneer because his parents are sitting right here in front of us. And he was kind of sidearm.
So interesting offensive decisions here. Preston Sowell does not have a sacrifice bunt to his credit this year. I cannot think of a time he has even attempted to bunt. So interesting to see how Coach McMahon plays it with his cleanup hitter here. My gut says he's swinging.
I want to see him swing.
So Long will set with Barnes at first. Pitches in there for a strike, 0-1. I think Preston was thinking it was going to be breaking ball, and he came with what looked to be a fastball.
So 0-1. Long shook something off there. Checks the runner at first, comes set, pitch on his way.
There's the breaking ball. This one's hit to center. Clark just a few steps short of the wall. Secures it for the first out of the inning. So Chiefs elect not to bunt there. Pratt. And they're going to go ahead and run now for Ethan. So it will be Griff Hill, who has been caught stealing already once this evening. Running for Barnes at first. This is taking a little bit longer to do than I would have thought for just a straight courtesy runner.
Yeah.
But Ethan caught that inning, so it shouldn't be a sub unless I missed something.
All right, Quincy Pratt steps to the plate now for the Chiefs. So we trail 2-1 here in the top of the 7th. Runner on first, one out.
Pratt 0 for 2. Did reach on a fielder's choice his first time up. Hill with the lead at first. Long sets. Pitches outside, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 from Long. Runner not going. That was hit foul. We're even at 1-1.
He just missed that one. Quincy digs in, ready for the pitch. Pitch on its way. Ball stays high. 2-1.
This one's hit well to left center field. Will it hang up for Clark? It will. It will not be Clark. Rather, it will be the left fielder, Westmoreland, that catches that one. Pratt just missed it, and it's all up to Braden Burford. So Burford will look to extend the inning here. Long sets. Outside, 1-0.
Burford digs in, ready for the pitch. Pitch on its way, ball low, 2-0. Weldon on deck.
He pops it up on the infield. Fowler says he's got it. He does not. Hill will try to take third, and he's there. And Coach McMahon is acting like he told Burford to take as he held him the one finger there. And so an error on the catcher will extend this baseball game, and Leland Weldon 0 for 2.
And the base runner just 90 feet away from tying this one up, Jake.
So Fowler will step out in front of the plate. He will put on the first and third defense, which will be centered around not letting Griff Hill advance 90 feet.
Burford take off right here?
No, not early in the count, at least I wouldn't think. That one's inside, 1-0. I mean, Fowler's got a good arm, as we've already seen. You just kind of want to let this thing play out. If you get in a good breaking ball count, you might take the chance.
Yeah.
2-strike count, definitely might take the chance, but I don't think it'll happen early. And there was that breaking ball. So the count will even up at a ball and a strike. Now he's doubled up the breaking ball, so while not necessarily a running count or a breaking ball count, he could send him here because of that. He goes back to the breaking ball. It's hit sharply to the shortstop. He fields it cleanly and flips to the second baseman, and that is Weeks to Gaskin, and that'll do it for game number 1 of this 3-game set. Heritage has defeated Magnolia Heights 2-1. The doubleheader will begin on Thursday at 4 p.m. in Senatobia.